Hey, this is Lauriston Crockett, and welcome to the new Gift for Life studios. We've been off the air for a while now, but we're glad to see everyone, and we've heard everyone reaching out to us, and we're back on the air. And always with me is the famous pet vet, Dr. Danny Cox. How are you, Danny?
I'm great. How you doing, Lauriston?
I'm doing great. And with us, always to keep us in line, is our fashionista and pet advocate, Miss Amy Cox. It's
Hi.
so good to see you.
Glad to be back.
You know,
I'm excited with all the new equipment.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We're going to be making a lot of changes and get a lot of great information since we've been doing a lot of Good Morning Texas lately.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of changes going on also with you. But first of all, it's kind of a solemn time to start the show, but we would like to reach out and give our condolences to Barbara Bush. We just understand that she passed not too long ago, and we just wanted to say thank you so much. And ever so many people loved her. We loved her also, and we're very sorry to hear about her passing.
She was a great lady.
Yes, absolutely.
So, anyway, moving on. Dr. Danny, you have been making a lot of changes since the last time I spoke with you on the air. I mean, how many more clinics? You've got new pet vets going on. We've got exciting things going on at the Shot Spot. You got to fill us in.
Okay. Well, we in January and February we opened two new pet vet hospitals. One's located in Highland Village, and the other one is in Addison.
I've been there.
At the old Prestonwood Mall site.
It's so nice.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it. We've got new state-of-the-art equipment. Facilities are open 7 days a week till 7 each night, and all day Saturday and Sunday. So we encourage people to come by there and get to meet our staff, our doctors, our team members there, and pick up the gift for life if your pets are on it, and if they're not, they should be. So
Right.
we have it available there, and I'd encourage folks to go to the websites. It's Highland Village, Pet Vet Highland Village, or Pet Vet Prestonwood. Get on there and see what we're all about. And then, of course, the Shot Spot. We opened our hospital there in McKinney last June the 5th.
State of the art.
State of the art, all modern equipment. We've been feeding that clinic with our trucks, our clients, our patients from the trucks that go out through the Metroplex area here over in North Dallas and McKinney and Plano and Garland and East Dallas. And we've got a tremendous community outreach following that are now coming into the Shot Spot up in McKinney. It's open also 7 days a week there. So if you have some needs on after hours, evening hours till 7, and on all day Saturday and Sunday. The Shot Spot is designed to really help a lot of the rescue groups that Amy's been involved with. We've got we do quite a bit of work with them, and we have low-cost vaccinations on the trucks. They go out Thursday through Sunday, and we encourage you to come by and meet our doctors and our staff on those.
Well, they're not just trucks. If I could interject for a moment, they're like a mobile mass unit that you got rolling around town.
They are. As a matter of fact, Amy drove one of them down to Hurricane Harvey rescue events that she did with back in September.
Right.
September.
And they all carry the gift for life.
They all carry the gift for life on the trucks, and they're out all day Saturday and Sunday, and Thursday and Friday evenings from 3 till 7 at our locations. Go to theshotspot.org and see our schedule on there, or go to Facebook and you'll find our schedule where the trucks are going to be. But those have been the things we're working on. We've got several more hospitals. We'll be opening one up in Allen at the Pet Vet. We'll be opening in Allen in late summer, early fall, and then we're going to be moving into Oklahoma in the same time period.
That's great. And how many trucks do you have running right now?
We have 3.
3 trucks.
Mm-hmm.
State of the art.
Yeah.
So guys, definitely go to the website, and you can find out where these trucks are. I know they're always going to be close to your location. And I can't speak more highly of them. They're just mobile mass units. They're state of the art, and very exciting that we're able to give that back out there.
Yeah, it's been exciting. It's been we're hoping to expand that a few more trucks over the next year or so, and get that moving and touch more pets. Our goal has been to touch as many pets as we can, help get them the care that they need at an affordable price, and we feel like we're doing a good job of that.
Well, with all the reports coming back from customers always reaching out to you, and it's amazing that you find the time to get back to them like you do. And I know everybody loves you guys for for the health care that you're giving.
Well, we've got some really great team members too. I got to give credit to our doctors who've taken the mantle and run with it. They all believe in giving the best care that they can, and we don't skimp on the care and the things that we need to do, and that's why the Gift for Life is so important to our patients, because it's a supplement that makes a big difference in their lives, and we're staying away from in many cases from a lot of the harsher drugs that we have to use for certain cases.
Yeah, we just did a story on Good Morning Texas. All of us were together.
That's right.
And it was a lot of people are starting to understand, and they have some hard questions that they're asking us. So, hey, I tell you what, let's go to commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to ask the question, does spaying and neutering shorten your pet's life? So please stay tuned.
The ShotSpot mobile wellness trucks travel the Dallas metro area, providing vaccinations, heartworm testing and prevention, flea and tick prevention, wellness exams, and more for dogs and cats, Thursday through Sunday each week. You can find our schedule of events and the Gift for Life by going to theshotspot.org or follow us on Facebook. ShotSpot, a full-service hospital, is located in McKinney, Texas at 1827 West Louisiana Street, or call us at 844-PET-SHOT. That's 844-PET-SHOT.
And we're back.
That's great.
And we've had a lot of people since I've started speaking about spaying and neutering and causing endocrine disease and other issues such as forms of cancer and Addison's disease and Cushing's disease. I've kind of opened up Pandora's box, and we'll speak about WFAA Channel 8 News, Good Morning Texas we were on the other day, and I brought this up, and of course Alana says, I've never heard anybody talk like this before.
Yeah.
And this has always been a passion of mine since I lost Joe Cocker and started creating this super peptide that actually turns on the endocrine system again. So here is the hard question. Does spaying and neutering shorten a pet's life, and can pets also be considered being sick after they've had this alteration or had these other operations to alter them?
Well, I can answer that in a couple of ways. Our pets are definitely compromised. Their health condition is compromised by spaying and neuter them at some point in their life because of the lack of the hormones that we're removing. We're taking away all of those vital sex hormones that are present in the testes and the ovaries of the pets. And when we take them out of pets at an early age, there's a lot of studies out there over the years, over the decades, but most recently from the last 10 years that have shown definite evidence that pets that are spayed early, or large and giant breed pets that are spayed or neutered before they've matured, certainly suffer from endocrine-related diseases, and that includes atypical Addison's. It includes osteosarcomas, splenic tumors, heart-based tumors, hypothyroidism.
My Springer Spaniels suffer from that her whole life. Once she turned 2 years old, it just hit like a train.
Well, it makes sense, and we know it physiologically. But we also have a major issue that we deal with on the other side of the spectrum, which is what Amy is very involved in, is the overpopulation, pet overpopulation.
Because we're not doing our part as owners.
We're not doing our part as responsible stewards here, and if we don't do a better job of that, and it's so hard because millions of pets are euthanized every year because they don't have a home in this country, and the equal number of pets that are euthanized are reintroduced into the population through spay or breeding pets that don't need to be breeding. So,
and also disease when people just go out and dump them. We know this is happening.
Yeah, and to answer your question, are they sick? I think at some point in after it's been diagnosed, we go back and we start looking. If we see a sick patient, we see patients that are suffering from these diseases that are, the endocrine system functions to affect every cell in the body.
What is the life force? Considered the life force of the body, is it not?
Exactly. And if you're affecting that, what happens is, for example, in the adrenal glands, which produce all the necessary hormones. I mean, if your dog or cat suffers from diabetes, it's related to usually associated with the endocrine system
Right.
in some way. And
And Cushing's and Addison.
Cushing's is a good example. Think of Cushing's produces an overabundance of cortisol when it's trying to keep up with the adrenal gland does when it's trying to keep up with the sex hormones that it needs, because we removed the testicles and the ovaries at an early age. And so, if you had your druthers, I think you can ask any veterinarian, if we had a pet and intact for its entire life, we'd prefer that. Now, due to certain behavior issues, and most behavior issues are related to certain breeding issues, but more than that, it's people.
Mm-hmm.
It's the owners, it's the people that don't do what they should be doing for the pet, and being responsible, keeping them in a safe environment, not letting them roam in the backyard. We've had situations here in the Dallas area where people have been mauled and died. We've had people in the Dallas area that just recently got attacked.
Yes, the lady was just
Right,
attacked, and
because
she's
the dog's
recovering.
got
But
it. Exactly. Amy sent me some photos today of a dog that was hit by a car. 5 dogs got out, got hit by cars. 2 died. 1 was badly injured, and it's going to be difficult to repair both back legs being mangled in this accident.
right.
The other 3 dogs got back home safely, but people just left them in the street that hit them.
Right.
And so it's sad, and you hear all these horror stories, and I mean we deal with it every day, but we can help control spaying and neutering pets, and we should spay and neuter pets in many situations. But if we're going to do that, this product we've shown in our practice and other practices around the country that we've talked to folks, this product is necessary, I believe. It's something that will turn that endocrine system back on, hit that endocrine, that adrenal
cortex,
gland,
yeah.
and the adrenal cortex, and turn it back on and help it produce those much needed sex hormones that are needed throughout the body.
Well, you're the one who actually said that if a dog or cat has been spayed and neutered or over the age of 8, a senior pet, then they need the gift for life, for a longer,
That's our
healthier
protocol.
life.
That's our protocol. That's my protocol. I believe it. I think it will help. And certainly not if you're going to spay and neuter your pet. Wait until they've matured. We've just arbitrarily we pick 6 months, and there's a lot of reasons for that. And I can get into discussions and debates, and I do pretty regularly with my colleagues. But the biggest thing about it is that large and giant breed dogs really need 2 to 3 years to develop before you even consider
Be able to
doing
get the
that.
hip plates to close.
Absolutely, you got to get those growth plates closed. You got to get. I've talked on this show before about my Great Dane Pepper, and I did an ovary sparing spay in Pepper, and left her ovaries in, and took her uterus out. She still experiences the heat cycle, but not the discharge, no bleeding or anything like that. But she still goes through. Her body still goes through it. The changes and the things that are necessary for normal development. And I've watched her in the last 6 months to a year continue to develop. She's broadened out, she's grown, her bones are very strong, her joints are strong, and she's just a much healthier dog having those ovarian hormones.
Is
in
it
her
then
body.
more expensive to leave them in? I mean, I totally agree with you on leaving the ovaries in and also doing the the sterilization using the zinc or the neutering.
Yeah, and so that's another thing we'll talk about, and we've talked about it before. But leaving the ovary, no, it's not that much more expensive to do an ovary sparing spay. I think our upcharge on an ovary sparing spay is about $120, $150, something like that, depending on the size of the pet.
But you give so much more life
Oh,
back to your pet.
You extend the dog's life. There's no question. I expect Pepper to go from the average age in a Great Dane of 8 years and succumbing to bone cancer, which is what most of them do,
Right.
to living a lot longer life. I want to see her live into 14, 15, 16 years of age, and I've seen large and giant breed dogs do that that have stayed intact.
Right.
And so I did want to make sure that she didn't breed and she didn't go through the heat cycles. And many times we're doing a procedure at an early age more for the owner than the pet, and we have to start thinking differently about that. As far as the male dogs, we can do, and we do now, offer vasectomies for male dogs to leave their hormones in. We also offer non-surgical zinc neutering. You've heard the term zooter, don't neuter. Many of you have, and that's what the product was called, Zooterin, and so that's where zooter came from. And we're able to zooter dogs. We're one of the few hospitals in the country that have the product right now, and so we're doing it at the Shot Spot. That's the only place we're doing them, is on the trucks in the Shot Spot and at the Shot Spot Hospital right now. And our doctors are trained to do it, and we're seeing great results. Those dogs keep 50% of their testosterone. They cannot reproduce, so they're not going to add to the unwanted puppy
population,
and kitten population out there. So we do dogs and cats, and they do very, very well. And they don't have pain. They don't have downtime. It takes 20 minutes. It's we do it for a very minimal amount. It's a lot less expensive than neutering, or castration, I should say, and there's no mutilation to it. There's no cutting. There's nothing for the pet to be bothering afterwards. They don't have to wear the cone of shame. So
Right.
there you go.
So I guess the other answer comes back to is, if you have a pet that has been spayed or neutered, then please give the Gift for Life
Absolutely.
every day. It's a gourmet chewable treat. They absolutely love it. And this peptide will turn on that adrenal cortex, and they'll start producing 24 lost hormones, because when you do spay and neuter, Dr. Danny's told us that the animal's basically producing 1% of the hormones they did before the elective surgery. Or if your pet's showing signs of aging, or a senior pet, you'll be able to see so many more things that we're able to do with these dogs. Sometimes it starts seeing results in a matter of just 4 days. We're fast acting, and we're highly, highly effective. So for your pet's health, always give the Gift for Life every day.
Especially with your senior pets, it does make a big difference. Y'all have seen, who've watched this show before, have seen Penelope, our little Yorkie, Amy's little Yorkie that goes everywhere with her, but she's not here tonight. I was surprised.
Can you sneak her in?
Well,
But Penelope's going to be 15 on her birthday, and she's doing really well, and she takes the Gift for Life twice a day. Just so all the dogs, they all line up and take it.
Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one. And she's very much more cognitively aware. She gets around really well. We've got a little dog that's got bilateral knee problems, but she's got a heart issue, Polly, and she gets around, does great, and she's, acts fine with the Gift for Life.
Fantastic.
So it is a game changer, I believe, and so I certainly recommend it. And you've got guarantees with it. You've got money back guarantees, all kinds of things. So there's no reason that you shouldn't try it. You will not harm your pet. Remember this, if you don't remember anything else I've said. You will not harm your pet giving this product to see if it will help.
And no side effects with medication.
None. No side effect. Yeah, you can give it with any of the medications that your pet may currently be on. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to change what your doctor's telling you to do. If you were to call me or write me, I'm not going to change it. I'm going to encourage you to add something to it, perhaps, and talk to your doctor. And I'll be more than happy to talk to your doctor about it, too. I've talked to veterinarians all over this country and 3 continents about Zooterin, Zootering their pets, non-surgical sterilization, and ovary-sparing spays, and this product.
And it's a highly specialized nutraceutical. It's in a classification all of its own. And like I said, it's a gourmet treat. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. It's in the shape of a heart, so every time you're giving it, you're giving them love. And I believe a longer life with and a healthier life. So
I think so.
Hey guys, we're going to run back to another commercial break. So when we come back, we're going to be with our fashionista. But today we're going to be talking about when you go to adopt a pet. Let's find out what pet is right for you. We'll be right back. Hello, I'm Lauriston Crockett, President and CEO of The Gift for Life. The Gift for Life was called the Fountain of Youth by ABC News. Here's the reason why. When dogs and cats are spayed and neutered, they're only producing 0.5% of the hormones they did before these elective surgeries. This sends them into major endocrine disease. This causes 3 forms of cancer: Addison's disease, Cushing's disease, hypothyroidism, hip dysplasia, joint pain, and the list goes on and on. Also, for dogs and cats that are over the age of 7, they need hormonal support. The Gift for Life is a gourmet chewable treat.
You give one in the morning, one in the afternoon. This gourmet treat is highly effective and fast acting. It has 18 amino acids and 21 naturally occurring growth factors. These growth factors turn on your pet's adrenal cortex and they start producing 24 lost hormones that give them life back. Again, it's fast acting and highly effective. We can give you more time. We can reverse, stop, or slow down the side effects of spaying and neutering. We know that this is the right thing for you to do for your pet because you love them so much. But stay tuned and let's listen to what Dr. Danny Cox has to say.
Hello, my name is Dr. Danny Cox. I'm a practicing veterinarian in Frisco, Texas. Today I want to talk to you about the Gift for Life. The Gift for Life is a amino acid peptide supplement used to help control certain endocrine disorders caused by spaying and neutering, also aging deficits that occur with joint disease, endocrine issues such as diabetes and things can help be controlled with this product. The product is a simple pill that you give twice a day to your pet, either a pet that's been spayed or neutered, or a pet that's over the age of 8 years of age will benefit greatly from this product. I'd encourage you to go to our website or go to the Gift for Life website and have a look.
You know, there's so many times people ask me they want to go out, and we're always saying, please adopt, to go out to the shelters and adopt a pet that's waiting there for you, and you're going to save them, but I promise you they're going to save you back. When I adopted Max after I lost my little Samantha, my Springer Spaniel, you know, that dog is just the best dog I think I've ever had, and I got him out of the shelter. But a lot of people ask me questions, you know, hey, Lauriston, what about this dog or what about that dog? And, you know, I think we should go to Miss Amy and talk about when you're adopting, and I'm a big fan of adopting senior pets, especially if you have the Gift for Life, but it's okay. When you're adopting a pet, we need to find out what is the best pet for you and how much time do you have, and are you going to start training and things like that. So, Miss Amy, with your experience in adopting pets, tell people what to think about and where they can go and what's the best place to get out there and find that forever friend.
Well, there's a lot of different things that are involved in selecting a pet that's going to be right for you and your family. Some of the simple things, common sense things would you know, do you want a puppy or do you want a middle-aged dog or do you want an older dog? Size. Do you want a tiny pocket purse dog, 3, 4, 5 pound dog? Would you like a bigger dog? And of course, your living situation is going to most likely play a role in that. Also, the breed. If you've always been attracted to a certain breed, you might be a poodle person. For your life, you've always wanted a poodle for whatever reason. You might be a German Shepherd because of the popularity that they've played in movies and different roles, you know, in the media and things like that. So there's going to be a lot of different things that are going to play into your decision on what kind of dog to get. And I would just, put all of those together and then make your decision.
And there are specific rescues just for German Shepherds or just for English Springers or just for whatever.
Absolutely. I've actually met people who I've encouraged them, when they've spoken to me about a dog. They've told me, they said, well, we go to the local shelters, every Saturday, but we never find a German Shepherd. And I've told them, I said, there are German Shepherd rescues just specific to that breed, and people have no idea. That was a lesson that I learned. To me, I just knew that, and I just assumed everybody did. But you can actually, if you want a poodle, you can just put in, Google it, if you're into social media and that kind of stuff, put in poodle rescues. You may be in Dallas, Texas. You may be in Seattle, Washington. If you're in Seattle and you find on Pet Finder or one of those places a poodle that's in Miami, Florida, that doesn't mean you can't get that dog in Miami, Florida to where you are in Seattle. There are organizations, there are rescue groups, there are transport companies that will help you. They do it very affordably. So just because you find the dog of your dreams 3,000 miles away in another part of the United States on another side of the coast, another coastline, does not mean that you cannot make that dog a part of your family. There are also and when you do something through a private rescue like that, more of a private rescue, a lot of them like to do a home search or an inspection. They do not want, you have to fill in an application. They do not want a little 3-pound dog to go to a home that is full of, 6 different children between the ages of 3 and 8. Common sense would tell you that could be dangerous for the little 3-pound dog. So, whereas you go to a shelter will let basically anybody adopt a dog. The SPCA, those kind of organizations, anyone can walk in. You do have to fill in an application, but they're not going to ask you a lot of questions. As far as how high is your fence? Are there stairs in your home? How many children do you have? That type of thing. Whereas an individual non-for-profit or rescue may ask you questions like that. You just need to fill out the applications. There are reasons why they're asking you those questions. They are being nosy for a reason. They want to make sure that the dog or cat is going to have a nice life, and they want to make sure that you're going to have a nice life with the dog and cat that you're trying to rescue. So there are reasons why questions like that are asked.
That's fantastic. That's good information. And you know what? Take a time. Go up to the shelters and go walk around and see everything. That's what I did. I was just wandering around and found Max and was going to go ask about him, and turned the corner, walked up the aisle, was coming back, and a couple was walking with me, had him on a leash. And I said, "Hey, are you going to adopt a dog?" And they said, "Well, no, he's too big for us. Do you want him?" And I went, "Well, that's a little too obvious, Lord. Okay, yes, I'll take him." We took him outside in the back, and Max and I had a great time having a talk, and he's been with me ever since.
Well, and there's adoption events every weekend. You can look in your local papers and
Operation Kindness, SPCA.
And Petco has I know all the Petco stores have adoption events every weekend. They've got cats for example, in their stores, all their stores that are up for adoption. You can see them any
Charlie
day.
Tuxedo was adopted inside of Petco,
There you go.
right there, waiting for us, and Lauriston picked him out, and now he's on a bottle going all over the world.
And if you adopt a pet from any of these stores, most times you're going to have an opportunity, or any of these places, you're going to have an opportunity. They'll have a veterinarian that'll offer an initial exam. So we do it in all of our hospitals, all the pet vets and the shot spot. We offer initial free examinations for your pet that you've adopted, and I think that's a pretty good way to get started.
And check out if you've got a community paper or something like that lists weekend events, activities within your community or the local communities around you. Check that out, because a lot of organizations on Saturdays or Sundays may have a get-together, especially this time of the year. Summer's coming up, weather's going to be good. They're going to have outdoor events, maybe a day-long event, bring the kids out. They'll have different rescue organizations and shelters come in with animals that are up for adoption, and you can literally go and, just literally walk from almost like a booth to booth, and look and check and see the animals that are available. But keep in mind, when you rescue an animal, you are saving a life. In the state of Texas, where I'm at, we have a law here that when an animal is located, the law provides them 3 days within a shelter. After 3 days, they could be euthanized. An owner surrender, they are not governed by that law, meaning a person can walk in with a German Shepherd, Poodle, Yorkie, whatever, and say, I no longer can care for my dog, I'm surrendering the dog. That dog is not saved by any law.
3-day law.
They literally can take that dog into the back and euthanize that dog. So keep that in mind. And if you want to do something really exciting, this is just something that I would find just so exciting and a blessing to do, would be sitting in the parking lot someday at a shelter and perhaps maybe appropriately stopping a family, do so nicely, and ask them, are you surrendering that dog? And if they say yes, you know what? That dog may just be meant for you, because you literally could be saving that dog's life. That dog could be going from that car through that door and in less than an hour be dead, unless you might be there to save their life. I mean, what an honor that would be.
It is. That is some good information. So you know what? Tomorrow, go walk around the shelter. And also, you might even check out, they have fostering sometimes.
That's right.
You can be a foster parent for a pet. And I see a lot of times people fall in love with them anyway. But be a foster. Reach out there and be active and help us. And we appreciate it if you do. I'll tell you what, we'll be right back.
Did you know that by simply giving one dose of the Gift for Life twice daily will assist your pet's own natural defense against progressive aging, hormone loss, joint disease, and prevention of certain cancers? The Gift for Life stimulates your pet's own endocrine system and enhances the small amount of hormones present in the adrenal glands with amazing rejuvenation and anti-aging effects on the cellular level. When we spay or castrate our pets, we lose all but 1% of these life-giving hormones. So it's very important to give your pet the Gift for Life every day to enhance a healthier, happy life. This amazing chewable peptide treat is fast-acting and highly effective. I use it in my practice for all patients that have had these elective surgeries or any pet that is over 8 years old.
Guys, and we're back. And hey, listen, we found out about the shot spots. We found out about the new hospitals and more hospitals going up. We've asked some hard questions about spaying and neutering that we want to keep educating you and getting the answers to you. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We'll make sure that Dr. Danny gets these questions. He always answers it back. This man really cares about you, and I know Miss Amy does too. So reach out to us with any questions you have about spaying and neutering or zootering or leaving the ovary spaying in. And then we'll be here next week, but
She won't.
so we get to get in trouble. We'll have to have a
we'll
great
have to be-
time.
yeah.
You're heading to
I'm heading to Virginia Beach, Virginia. We will be attending the Age of Enlightenment Ball, which is being hosted by the Royal BB Girls and Virginia Stafford and her wonderful Shih Tzus. It's a production put on by G Girl Productions, and I'm so honored to have my dogs model in it. We're going to be collecting funds for a charity, a local charity there in that area called Ladies Grace. They are an organization that collects funds for the military families. That's a big military area over there, all on that coast, that area of the country, and they help military families, with their animals. So my dogs and I are going to be helping to raise some funds at this Age of Enlightenment Ball for the local military families there who need assistance with their animals. They've served our country, and so this organization is going to try to pay them back with helping their animals. So I'm very, very honored and proud to be there, and I'm so looking forward. We're going to make a road trip to Virginia. Here I come.
That's exciting. Hey, everyone. Listen, this is about all the time we have. Next week, Dr. Danny and I are going to be talking about pet foods, the pros and the cons of the pet food industry.
Pet nutrition's a biggie.
It is, and I think it's going to be exciting. So please tune in. Listen, we love you guys. This is Lauriston Crockett. Always with me is Dr. Danny Cox.
Thank you.
And Miss Amy Cox. And we'll see you guys very soon.